Alright, it looks like we are back. Had some technical difficulties there. I'll reconnect with the voice as well. So we will have Zark back as well. Hello, hello. I have returned. What? Yes. What time are we on? And I will just fast forward. Ooh. Great. I'm currently at 4 minutes. We are at 5 minutes. And yeah, I'm not sure what went wrong there on my end. It's just weird that it did not work, but we are back. We have returned once more. We'll need to quickly open the stream manager as well. Maybe I'm not casting. Are we still streaming together here? Thanks, DE. I will need to keep an eye on the timer. Okay, then nothing is wrong here. We did see, yes, villagers indeed went down. I am currently at 1140. As the men at arms run around. And 12:30 it is. Yes. No villagers on gold either for our friend here. And GeologyWade, resource-wise, looking quite well. Still has his fishing ships as well. And I like that he's taking out the mill. Would like him to see to take out the mining camp instead, though. Yes. Which, honestly, not the worst option here. Also, definitely not the greatest, though. And, yes. That could be annoying. But I do think that behind all of this, I'd still prefer GeologyWade's position here, who is not far from clicking up. Yes. No, and of course the Dravidian unique unit, the wobbly swordman, is infantry. And guess what deals great with infantry? It is indeed the Spanish conquistador. Yes. And currently men-at-arms just attacking the mining camp. Did take out the mill. Yes. Yes, now they are weak. They are weak. And GeologyWade is kind of struggling here. Also does not have a blacksmith or any military building, so is just making the market and cannot click up after the market. Will need a blacksmith as well, so he's really far behind in terms of uptime. Would have thought it would be better for him though, because he was relatively close to clicking up. Will need to scramble to get that blacksmith up. I think we can send like 4 villagers and be completely fine. But blacksmith went up on the... Yes, I like that GeologyWade has 4 villagers on stone on his starting island. I would hope so. There's also a defensive castle here. Against the Spanish, though? Yeah, but you could just stonewall behind and be fine, right? Yes. Yeah, like right next to the mill does have an outpost. The castle foundation has been seen for GeologyWade and will be... Yes. I do like the stone walls on the left side though for GeologyWade. What I also would like to see is more farms and just trying to get up to imp as fast as possible from this point. You know you lost water, so long term it is going to be horrible for you. If, of course, Pisty goes for more farms or more water. And Mr. Firefish9, aka Biscuit, says, time for Uwumis, they will beat conks. I would love to see that. Has he breached 2k? I mean, these days they give they give 2k to everyone. Like even Maxi got 2k. Doesn't mean anything. Damn it. I remember the time I played him in a tournament and I beat him. So technically I beat a 2k player. Let's go. 2k player myself here, confirmed. Yes. And Pisty is adding in fish as well. Topography Wade. Yes. No. Conquistadors. Yes. The Hawks to the war galleys from Pisty, and I think eco-wise, it's not looking great, but the fact that Pisty is on 3 TCs and GeologyWade only on 2 could definitely pull off a faster in timing here, but would really need to start investing in the food eco here. Does have the stone for a second castle as well. And I do think that we do have a transport ship with 2 conquistadors. Will need to be careful to not be taken down. Okay, never mind. Conks are in the eco. Walls did do nothing here, but will eat some of the TC fire. Yes, and I do like it in terms of keeping your gold defended properly. Because... And I'm... Also, GeologyWade abuse the market, can click up. Pisty really far away. No barracks. There is a siege workshop. Mangonel went down. The Scorpion will go down as well. Botkin on the way, and I would like for GeologyWade to notice that there is an armored elephant bashing down his castle. Because if... Well, who needs dongs when you can just vil fight? Good point. Who wouldn't want an elephant? Everyone wants the elephant. Wasn't Wade in chat earlier? Just ask him, right? As yes, he's doing a great job of trying to keep the elephant alive. Eco is not looking too great comparatively though. 50 villagers for GeologyWade, 67 for Pisty. As Pisty now clicks up to the Imperial Age, so is 3 minutes behind, and GeologyWade essentially has 3 minutes to make something happen here, I think. Because I think the moment that, although I say that, but how much stone do you see for our Dravidian player here? Of course, could go for stone on his starting island. And the first trap is out. So if that castle goes down, then what will our Dravidian player do here? I love that. Will it be a no imp into GG here for... We see repairs coming in. I think if... Oh, GeologyWade cannot see it. GeologyWade cannot see the repair bills. Could see potentially that the TC is being repaired. As the elephant... Yes, and because of that, Murder Holes was researched. We will make it to Imp. No barracks. No... Yeah, there's no mangonels, no scorpions in queue in the siege workshop either. And... has quite the eco lead. And I think that GeologyWade really needs to just force the issue with the traps. Just get a few more farms going, pump out some conks. Currently 4 conks, not really doing it. 5 traps, definitely more than enough. Chemistry is on the way, so we could see bombard cannons relatively soon. Barracks finally is going up for the Dravidians. But... Yes. does have quite the resource bank compared to GeologyWade, who has so little food. Will need to smack down quite a few farms. Is on stone on a TC here, but will need to keep. Yeah. Yeah, but I think at this point, do you have the time to tech into something like that? Yeah, that is a good point. Missionaries are out and the dongs are out. We see Sanctity coming in, as we see the GG coming in as well. And GeologyWade with actually with quite equal in res collected, I might say. That is very surprising for how far ahead Pisty was in terms of eco. That is no. I would consider the armored elephant land military. Scorpions also considered land military, but non-human. And yes. And like I said, I think the imp timing, just the imp timing from GeologyWade, staying on that 2 TCs, getting his eco up a bit, doesn't fall too far behind. And then just the faster imp time, and I think indeed just the maybe a bit of overconfident in his boom, having 1 water. Just not making any military buildings. I think 2 mangonels and 5 to 6 skirms, maybe 10 skirms. Could have stopped this push dead in his tracks, but GeologyWade 1 win away from winning it all. And while you guys are just talking about what the next map will be, I will quickly run an ad break. I will quickly grab something to drink. As we go back to the map draft, I will be back in a minute. And then we can hop into game number 3. I will be right back. All right. I really like the Woo here, especially if we can get a forward barracks going. And we did see forward barracks from the Woo, I think twice. We at least saw it before. Yes. So it's going to be Woo. And what I think for GeologyWade, yes, I think if you're going to play Byzantines, you play them either here or Northern Crossing and take advantage of the fires. You could also, yes, that was my second comment going to be, where the faster imp timing, 1 TC fast imp into a sneaky castle in the back, which we have seen so many times this tournament, could definitely prove its worth there. But I would say let's just get the wreck into position here. Same here. And I can say that Zark was correct in his guessing, where it was the Wu and the Malians. I am at 10 seconds as well. Let me quickly switch my scenes so people can actually see the game instead of my stupid face. And I will give you the countdown in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. By Zark. I definitely did not guess that. And as you say that advantage on the Navy side, GeologyWade already putting up his dock. That is a really, really fast dock. Yes. Well, yes. Now, for Pisty, more of a standard build, has 6 under his DC on the board, is sending more out to wood. But this does mean that GeologyWade, and I might add that his dock position could have been better in terms of getting that villager like on a shorefish. But he is now forced to get straggler wood, which is a bit more inefficient than the wood that Pisty is taking. Yeah, I think you definitely need to get the lumber camp before you get your fishing ship out. So essentially it means you get 1 extra villager on shorefish a bit earlier. I'm not sure, especially with the walking time from the villager. If the dock was like right next to the shorefish, there could have been maybe a bit more advantageous there, I would say, but I also think that with the Malians, 6 on wood is definitely an overcommitment on wood. Yes. Well, it is going to be a back dock, and Pisty is already 100 resources ahead in terms of collected resources. Now, some of that is boar food, but we will get 65 extra food just bam into the bank, added for building a dock. And Wade has not spotted the dock. Was a bit too early with his transport ship there. Now I think what you want to do in terms of this transport ship, usually I like to do a loop-de-loop around my own island first, because that way you will be almost certainly guaranteed that you will spot your opponent's dock. And well, there is going to be a barracks at home for GeologyWade, who also says in chat, sometimes in life, you F up. And sometimes, definitely is a lot of the times, if you are called Blotter Ghost. But both players are up. And it is 3 fishing ships for GeologyWade, 2 fishing ships for Pisty. Yes, and the transport ship for Pisty was chilling in front of the dock, could not really block the fishing ships there. Yes.
Second dock yet. That is a bit peculiar. I feel like second dock is extremely common on this map.
But I do think that, at least in terms for GeologyWade, you cannot afford the second dock here if you're going for the drush. If you're going for water, as we see a drush as well from the other side, although a bit later, as the transport ship arrives at home for Pisty.
We're gonna see a just passing moment for them with the militia in the transport ships.
Well, the first transport ship is already on the way. The second transport ship waiting at home for the final militia. Man-at-arms in queue for both players.
Oh, this could be really fortunate for Pisty. He sees the transport ship drop off the militia on his home island. He's not going to make a U-turn. Oh, he does make a U-turn. He turns right around. He wants to keep the militia in until the man-at-arms upgrade comes out.
Villager there, and this is very nice.
Oh,
micro,
and they're in and out
nice
of the
micro.
transport ship. Oh my god, this is crazy. Micro time. Micro-intensive time
Villager
coming in.
Needs to hop in. Villager does not hop in. Man-at-arms, though, just hop in, sail away.
Villager goes down. Now,
Scout is here. More men-at-arms are here, and I do
also
think that with the Hulk out from GeologyWade, Hulk needs to be attacking that transport ship. Attack!
Pisty's men-at-arms here, everyone should remember, do heal over time.
Yes.
And they're now within minimum range of the dock. Will we see a demo ship? Will Demo Wade make an appearance here?
As we fight under the TC for GeologyWade. Oh, and that is 1, 2.
He did kill a man-at-arm and a scout because Pisty did not garrison in time. Yes. But Pisty didn't lose a villager.
Also, it's not walled and...
Oh, nice job by Pisty.
More men-at-arms. 1 villager goes down.
Gonna be another vill down. Probably. Maybe. What are they attacking? Oh, they're all attacking the man-at-arms.
Yes.
They're not attacking the villagers.
So this could have been a lot worse for GeologyWade. Not the worst though. Although he does have some idle TC time because of this. Transport ship goes down for Pisty. If only that would have happened with the man-at-arms still inside. We do see a ranged barracks coming up for the Wu. As we also see quite a few farms being dropped.
I'm not a huge fan of the farms. I think a second dock and some fishing ships would have been a bit better use of the wood. But he is not
option.
Yeah, he's not going for any additional navy right at the moment yet.
And we do
Neither player has really. Oh, here we go.
For the Malians, so could start to see some fishing ships there. It is Hulk action in the north. But Pisty's Hulk a bit more HP, so will win that fight.
It did get the first attack in there. Surprised that neither player's gone for galleys. I feel like galleys are a bit better on this map than hulks, because, well, they counter hulks, and also they take out fishing ships quite fast, and if you do get the mass of them, your opponent's going to have a hard time taking a lot of the resources nearby the shore.
Right.
And a forward archery range coming in for GeologyWade. Pisty has not spotted this, but he is prepared with the skirmishers at home.
Alright, I also quickly banned a user in your chat trying to sell more
I was
viewers.
on it. I was on it.
But
they had been banned.
Forward range.
Get spotted immediately.
Spotted, but...
The hero goats! The hero goats spotted it.
I thought this would be a nice moment for quick walls, but the transport ship is there. Villager could hop in. Archer is already there. Man-at-arm versus man-at-arm. Skirmers versus archers. Villager runs away.
Oh, and the villager, this is what I love to see. Going for the sneaky dock in the back, though. I don't think the dock will be going up. And Pisty is on his way to the castle age.
Yes, Pisty playing it really well this game. Dock gets cancelled. I think with the skirms there, a bit too tricky. Transport ship could still pick up the villager and send it
I
around,
would really like to see Pisty. I want to see Pisty go for a forward barracks.
Villager does not live. Oh, that was so close. Transport ship shows up just a bit too late.
I want to see Pisty go for a forward barracks here. Gian Swordsman against feudal age units, absolutely wreck.
The Hulk did spot the fishing ships. It's going into the minimum range here. Apparently this is minimum range.
How good do skirmishers do versus hulks? Well, bring the skirms over.
I don't think we need to worry about that, as there is a Hulk out as well for Pisty. Should deal with the Hulk just fine.
I like how Wade has added a lot of fishing ships with this.
Yes,
big fan of that.
7 fishing ships, 2 docks in the back, and 1 dock in the front.
But look at this. Pisty is going for the forward barracks, has been escorted by all the skirmishers and men-at-arms, and this could get dicey for Wade to deal with.
And Wade does at least have eyes on the skirmishers, but is forced to run back. Will make more archers. I'm not sure if I like that here.
Yeah, especially, when you know your opponent could go for Gian Swordsman.
Skirms already out. GeologyWade also using the market quite heavily here. Selling wood, selling food, buying stone.
What would you think? A night opening here would probably make a lot more sense.
Is instead going for galleys. Wants to win water. But we do know what happened with water. Winning water the last game. And it is going to be a barracks. It is going to be a siege workshop. Towers are up, but I don't like that there is no wall in front of the tower here. So even the men-at-arms could just chill in front of that tower and just take it out eventually.
Yeah, also Skirm's a pretty good Pierce armor.
Exactly
I like this from...
remember, there's also on this map, once again, there's unwallable terrain on the edge. So full walling to the edge of the map will not work, as GeologyWade probably just found out. As the men-at-arms are being attacked by archers, but Geon swordsmen are here.
They are. Wade is actually going to go for the alleged Geon swordsman counter, the long swords here.
Love to see it. Will deal great damage to the skirms as well. Knight
Unfortunately,
if
Pisty does go for scorpions, that is going to deal with the long swords pretty easily. Or if he goes for, I think he should go for a monastery. Now he sees the knight out, drop a monastery here.
There is a mangonel inside of that siege workshop, but I think that the longswords and the knights will deal just fine with that. However, more Geon swordsmen being massed here.
Both players going to be on 3 TCs. This game could go late. Wade has pretty well cleared up Pisty on the water, though.
Yes. With galleys attacking the dock, dock will eventually go down. I like the galleys here in terms of ranging maybe some extra resources, although currently not really the case yet. And
Agreed.
Of course, Malians only get up to Botkin. But as we see Pisty here adding in some farms, these farms could in the future definitely be harassed. In the present, they could be shot down and Pisty would lose the 60 wood. But that will
Mangonel goes down instantly. I really would like to see Pisty here go for some sneak docks at the back. I guess, let's see, does he know about these docks back here? He does not know about the docks back here. So it would be kind of a...
coming in. So these fish will be a bit more efficient. And as I say that, some of these fish from GeologyWade here are doing a world tour kind of thing where they will just sail around. Probably because there is... oh wait, he has scouting on all that fish. Not sure why they're looping around. Maybe that's just a gather point thing.
Me neither, but Villager going for the outpost rush here. Drop a dock. Drop a dock back here.
And it is going to be stables from Pisty. Stables at home.
Hey, I have heard people say that the, what the hell's that unit called?
The Haeguang Cavalry.
The Haeguang Cavalry. Actually not that bad with the Wu. Especially in Imperial Age. So we'll see if he can actually make it there.
Currently, 0 military on the field for Pisty. 21 for GeologyWade.
But Pisty does have a he does have a 20 villager lead.
Yeah, it is 39 villagers for GeologyWade, 14 fishing ships versus just 71 villagers for Pisty. Will Pisty make something out of this?
I think there's a hole in his wood line.
Haeguang Cavalry out.
Oh no, not quite. Not quite a hole in the wood line. But he's probably going to need upwards of 10 Haeguangs to clear this up.
I don't think it's going to be 10. But we'll need them rather sooner than later, as the the longswords and the knights will definitely break through this house.
Yep.
And with that, I think Pisty's eco definitely.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to retreat here.
Finally, also raids on woodlines here. Water pressure finally paying off. The Haeguang Cavalry versus the knights versus the longswords. How will they do? Looking like they're doing quite well against the longswords.
Yeah, absolutely gonna clean up those longswords. They do have 12 attack.
Yes.
And the longswords only have the additional pierce armor, no additional melee armor for the Malian longswords here.
Pikemen here coming in. Meanwhile, in GeologyWade's eco, queuing more vills, queuing more fishing ships, and it's looking like he is catching up. I think just making stuff out of his docks, making stuff out of his TCs will definitely catch up, but forward outposts...
I was gonna say, are either player here allergic to making monks? But then I see Wade has dropped the monastery here.
Yes.
Finally, we see a monk on the field.
It's on the field, and it is a forward monk as well, right next to the relic. Unfortunately, it immediately dies to the Haegwang here, and the Haegwang will start taking out the monastery. And
Wade looking like he's gonna go for a forward castle here as well. Will it go up? He only has 7 villagers here with no army support.
Pisty did drop a defensive castle on his right or top side, depending on how you look at the map. And is making fire archers, only with fletching, has the first armor for it as well, has upgrades for all of his units. Monk once again will die.
And I don't hate the fire archers here. Again, I think if Pisty can just make it to Imperial Age, I think the Wu will really start to dominate. The Haegwang and being able to get Luchuans. Luchuans will absolutely dominate here, but he's got to get there.
On water. GeologyWade could definitely snipe some of these farms here with the, as I say that, Stream Sniper confirmed. Farms were being deleted before they were attacked. Still one farm that could be sniped though. But I think that just the annoyance of having the galleys around. Definitely.
And this is a trap though, I see a lot of players at my level get into, which I also might fall into sometimes. I don't know, I don't watch games I lose back, because who wants to do that? That's no fun.
That is how you improve.
When you lose water, a lot of players never even attempt to redock, which is the case here for Pisty. Even though Wade has not added any navy, he's had like 5 ships. It would have been a very easy cleanup for.
Has 3 war galleys in total, and these 3 war galleys, one of them is just on one of the crossings. The other 2 are harassing farms.
Here we go. Haster knows what's up. Watching games you lose is for nerds. Indeed.
Plotter is indeed a nerd confirmed.
Well, we all knew that.
All right.
That's not new information.
Well, I think with this castle up, finally for GeologyWade, as he is sending the 5 villagers that made it out alive onto stone.
Castle's gonna go down to fire archers here.
How do fire archers do against the Gebettos? I think.
Oh, they surely wreck Gebettos.
Think this will. As we have some.
Like they got more range than Gebettos, so that's all you need. They unfortunately don't have more range than this castle right now.
I think it will come down to, once again, just like the previous game, who will reach Imperial Age first.
Yeah, I really want to see Pisty get back on water. He's got 2,500 wood! Get back on water, mate!
Use your wood! Use your wood!
Use your wood! Definitely nobody clip that.
As I say that, there is definitely some market abuse from GeologyWade, who is food-wise looking great, gold-wise not really there, but could maybe market a bit more, sell some wood, sell some stone.
Now, what do you think about Wade going for the stone walls that have a guaranteed hole in them? Is it even worth it?
Yes. It is a mental thing. Your opponent sees a wall, and as long as your opponent does not realize that there is a hole, there is no hole.
Wow.
That is what I have learned.
Now, Plotter, would you agree with this statement? Apparently, Haster
Yes.
learned that you are a big fan of using wood at the garrison.
I am a big fan of using wood. I want to use all my wood. But
Damn.
I have to add to that I usually do not have a lot of it.
Look at this castle from Pisty here. Like you said, the wall is gonna mentally block him from going through. Absolutely not.
Baller castle there, and
It is. This could honestly win him the game. It ranges, yeah, basically his entire eco. This is crazy. I love it. What a play.
Castle coming up, and with GeologyWade 1 minute away from Imperial Age, I think this is the moment where Pisty needs to deal all the damage he can, because after this minute...
He's dealing a lot of damage.
Yes.
He is dealing a lot of damage here.
Doing a great job of just defending at home. There's not a lot of pressure anymore. Has migrated a lot of his eco away from the forward castle.
Yeah, 30 villagers lead now for Pisty.
Yes, eco KD skyrocketed to 45 kills, 24 deaths in favor of Pisty. And with all the
You think the castle's gonna go down here, Haster? What kind of resources does Wade have to produce anything? Well, his resources are at the absolute limit here.
We'll need to see a trap here. We have no traps. We do see pikemen.
He has one trap, but...
pikemen. I don't like the pikemen addition here. I think we need to deal with this castle first. And then we will deal with the Haegwang, and then we will deal with whatever else.
I guess he does have enough pikemen to probably save his trebuchet here from the Haegwang, but I feel like this has been enough damage where even if this castle goes down, it's still majorly worth it for Pisty here.
Definitely worth, as we have 104 eco, and at 104 that is all villagers. For Pisty, it is 48 villagers, 16 fishing ships. Long term, these fishing ships, as we can already see, are becoming less efficient.
This would be a great time for Pisty to get back on water. You've castle dropped your opponent. They're spending all their time and resources.
5,000 wood in the bank.
Yes, get that wood pumping. Get those docks pumping. Come on, Pisty.
Like Hester said, castle goes up, castle goes down. 2 trebuchets are out for GeologyWade. And Pisty...
But honestly, I even if the castle goes down, I think the eco here should be still safe for Pisty.
Oh, definitely.
Also, the traps might go down. Traps might go down here.
One of the traps... No traps go down. Pisty calls it.
He's up by 40 villagers. No.
That might have been a bit too early for him, but nonetheless, a very, very great game here from GeologyWade. As
GG's
wins it with the sweep.
GG's Wade with the sweep, but I think Pisty was definitely not dead here. I do not think Pisty was dead here. He was taking out that castle with the fire archers.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
it is hard. It is hard to see about the villager deaths.
Yes.
Oh, but
definitely true. But GeologyWade made it happen. 3 games in a row to win the grand finals. So a lot of congrats in chat, please, for GeologyWade. Also to Pisty, by the way. Pisty did win all but one of his sets to make it here. And I have to say, I have seen some great strats from Pisty as well this tournament. Love to see him again in future tournaments.
Absolutely. both the players here with some great games. I would highly recommend, if you guys want to see more of these players play, watch my stream from yesterday. They played in the semifinals, and games one, or both game ones from both players, were absolute cinema. Would highly recommend. Was a great time. And yeah, unfortunately, Pisty. Yeah, that's right. Pisty didn't lose. TopographyWade lost. Indeed. But yeah, imagine how different the game would have been if Pisty had remembered to get chemistry in game one.
What we're saying is that Wade won and Wade lost.
Indeed. No, Wade was in a no-lose situation here. But very nice casting with you, Plotter. Thanks for casting so much of this event.
Very nice.
I will be back, folks. We will be back. I will stream more in March. Maybe I will get a coach to actually get good at the game. We shall see. But I
definitely be down to just do some backseat gaming. Maybe go over some Rex.
Yeah, see, the problem is that you're kind of mean. I need someone that's nice and not going to tell me I suck.
I can be nice sometimes. If you pay me, I can be nice.
Ah, damn it, I gotta pay you. Shit. Okay, well, we will sort something out. Thanks everyone for viewing. I will be logging off here soon once I figure out who to raid.
That is
who's even live at this time.
Definitely a good question. At this time, usually Otter is live. I see he's reviving.
Otter is not live today.
It's not Monday. It's not Otter Mondays.
It is not Otter Mondays indeed.
I will go and raid Lucky Carms. He has been casting a lot of deathmatch games. And I myself am definitely a deathmatch enjoyer. It is a Nichi deathmatch gauntlet that we are going to watch for everyone who follows the raid there. For GeologyWade, I will reach out to you for your prize. And I will also be streaming a bit more in March. Will probably be more 1v1s that I am playing instead of casting sets and Rex. But if players or teams have Rex that they want casted, definitely reach out. I will make time for that as well.
Alright, so long everybody. We'll catch you next time.
With that, I hope everyone has a very nice day. And I hope to see everyone either in my chat or in Zark's chat relatively soon. Bye-bye.